I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! Devontae Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the handoff, this is Mostert. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On play action, it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way home for a Broncos score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Second and 10. Right back to Brown. This time he's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Out of the shotgun, Breida works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Chris Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Come on.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That was all great until the final act, able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on 3rd down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. 4th down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Handoff comes to Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And his kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray, he finds Ross, right side, it's complete. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Well, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. And with the rules feels as touchy as they can be. It's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trouble here, and down he goes. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Murray. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go with Chubb on second down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll come out in the pistol. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They hand it off to Mostert. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Flushed out right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Second down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Murray's throw taken in by Diggs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, it's Murray. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now Murray again, rolling to his right. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Murray now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. After the sack on first down, Murray, they'll roll him out right. Open man is Ross, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To throw is Murray. He'll swing this out to Mostert. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll run with Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Throwing now is Murray. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This time Jackson will throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
2nd and 6. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Second and 11. Now Jackson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were really helped by the